Okay, thank you. Hello, everyone. Thank you once again for joining the Heroes webinar. Today is Sunday, the 28th of September, 2025. This is Comfort, and I'm calling in live from the United Kingdom. Today is another exciting day, guys, because yesterday we had an extraordinary international webinar with our CEO where we had exciting revelations about the steps that are leading us into our new business. And we are very excited about what we call Victory with Ash. And if you did not attend the webinar, or if you attended and you did not understand everything, you just want to stay tuned now. Let's try to digest what the CEO said. So the panelists here, everybody is just happy and excited. You will share what you heard I say yesterday and what that means to you and what you believe means to the future of our business and of course of all of us who have a stake in this business. So on this note, I don't know, I would like to call on my brother Vincent. Vincent, you have the honor to start this meeting and of course share your take about what the CEO said yesterday. Thank you, bro.
Oh, thank you, Sister Comfort. Hello, everyone. Happy Sunday, everyone. So today was a great Sunday. But yesterday we had a meeting with our CEO, Mr. Ash Mufareh, about 6 o'clock UK time. So the meeting was about the new direction that we're going to follow for the next coming days. So Mr. Ash said, for those of us who are not in the meeting, we victory with Ash. So we'll go through the victory with Ash, and then following from the victory with Ash, everything will follow up. So now, right now, we'll go through victory with Ash first, and then, but some people ask question that is it everyone who's going to the new victory with Ash? They say yes, because why? Everything will come in from OES. Every name that in the OES will go through with the victory with Ash. So if you know you haven't done anything wrong, you haven't done something that you think you could be outside, but apart from that, I think everyone else will go through with the victory with Ash. So we should not worry. And most of the questions that people ask, Ash answer them as well. Ash also answer all the questions. So we have to wait for the new victory with Ash, and then everything will be there. And then Ash also added that there will be a KYC for the new victory with Ash will be a KYC. So every single account will go through a KYC. So no one will go without a KYC. And then also you will have one account. Don't one each person will have one account. You cannot have multiple accounts with victory with Ash. So we have to bear in mind that it's not MLN system. It's one, and then the reason for that is to make sure that all people who are going to register they are human being, because some people can use maybe AI account or robotic thing to register. But this time, the reason why we are doing the KYC is to make sure that the account belong to human being. Each individual have his own account. That's what it's going to do. Yeah. So I think this is the update, the main point. Thank you, Sister Comfort.
Sure, thank you. Thanks so much, Brother Vincent. We appreciate that. So, guys, yeah, our victory with Ash, like Brother Vincent says, it's just that platform. He says this one, he called it that he is the bridge between the old system, the old life, and the new life. So it's not about him. He tried to take a disclaimer here that it's not as if everything is centered on him. However, it's just that he's painting that picture that he is the bridge between the old system and the new system that we're navigating into. So, Collins, if you have something to that, please do add.
Thank you, sis. Good evening, everyone. Yeah, so the webinar yesterday was really massive. It was really good. I think it was a turning point of our journey. A massive turning point. Why do I say so? Ash break it down into two. Talk about the survey. We look at the survey. Ash look at the survey when the survey platform came. What Ash did was, it was about qualitative and quantitative. So you have the quantitative first to know if we are still there. Those who were part of the old business, are they still following up? That was the quantity Ash want to see, and they got that number right. Shows that a lot of people were still interested. Now, quality. Ash is talking about quality. Are you qualified to move in? And they asked most of those questions, and a lot of people answered the questions. You know, we saw it. A lot of people were like, yes, we are happy to move on. But now, moving on, Ash need to have that bridge. And it gave us the name Victory with Ash, the new platform that will be going. It is not the launch of a business. It is the gateway for us to move, like to cut off from the old and the new. You know, so the platform will come. As I said, there will be KYC, there will be a lot of things, and there will be a lot of training program, questions. So for you to get into that Victory of Ash doesn't mean that you are 100% qualified. You shouldn't get it that way. You go through training, through a lot of things, you know, and then they can say, wow, this person, you've met the maximum criteria. We can take you now into the new business. You know, Ash make that thing clear. That is a gap, a bridge for us to move from the old to the new. How it will come, Ash will tell us later on. How that bridge will come, Ash will tell us. But now we already know that there will be training program, a lot of videos and things, questions to answer to prepare us for the next phase. So this is the time for us to really pay attention. You know, follow every step. What Ash is telling us now is very crucial if you want to be part and be successful. And he is talking about loyalty is the key. Ash doesn't care if you are the biggest person on this planet Earth. If you are not loyal to Ash, forget it. You are not loyal to the business. You must be proactive. Means you don't have to be that type of person, because a lot of people in the old business, people were just sleeping. They think someone will do it for them, and then they can just come and be victorious. Now it is all over. Anyone for himself, God for we all. That's how Ash have created this system. You are now on your own. I can say, yes, this is it, come in, but I cannot qualify you. Only the system will qualify you, and based on how you want to do it. And I like the phrase I said, I believe I have a calling in my life. You can call it whatever you think, but I want to make a difference in life. You can call it. He wants to make a difference. And it is that difference, that burning desire in his heart, pushing Ash to do what Ash is doing. He wants to make that difference. But the difference will come if you are qualified and if you are loyal. Many are called, few are choosing. So it's a comfort. I will leave it there. Thank you.
Yes, sure. Thank you so much, Collins. That was great. I think Ash was very clear how, because we know that when we were joining the old business on passive, it just took us $92 or $97 plus $5 equals 102. But this time around, from my understanding of what Ash said and what we're trying to interpret, you need to earn your position in the new system. So it paints a picture of, for Catholics, it paints a picture of purgatory here. So the victory with I sounds like purgatory. You die and wait there until you get into heaven. So if you really want to go to heaven, you need to die and die well, guys. Go, just go pay attention, do what you are expected to do, and there you are. Unfortunately, nobody can help the other person here. But then people don't, this is not a call for panic, it's just for a call to understand, what am I supposed to do? Keep an eye on the OES. The next step will be revealed and clear instruction will be given on what we need to do. So Andy, would you like to share something, please? Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Happy Sunday. Kind of want to take it back a bit, because we all joined this journey originally because we all wanted to make some money. That kind of morphed over time because, you know, our CEO is a man for humanity, and we all caught that bug. We've also learned along this journey that there are a number of others that were with us, but actually didn't have that same mindset. They weren't there to help others. They were there really to help themselves. And that's not what we're all about. So this transition from one business to another business, it has to happen. We have to weed out the wheat from the chaff. This is a private company. And a private company means that, there are no shareholders. So those that do absolutely nothing get paid like shareholders do. This is different. This is a private company. And at the end of the day, Ash is transitioning across into a new business. And we don't know exactly what that's going to entail. We can assume a number of different things, but we're not going to. At the end of the day, we're transitioning. So we're moving from on passive across into Victory with Ash. And this, as Colin said, is a platform. It's a starting block. And then to move then into the business that Ash is creating with his tech team. So the point being that we started this journey, we've been along this journey, we know we're here for a reason, and that reason is because, I don't know about you, but me, I would follow Ash because of who he is, what he does, and how he works. And I love that. I love that opportunity to be able to be mentored by somebody who is a little bit special in comparison to everybody else. Now, again, I'm not being funny, but if 99% of people would have given up if they've had the same or just a slight amount of problems in comparison to what Ash has had to endure or overcome. So I'm with him on that. And I'm looking forward to this transition into the new thing because it gets rid of these ones that really were there doing absolutely nothing and expecting to get everything in return. And I don't think that's right either, because a lot of us have worked hard. There are a lot of guys, don't get me wrong again, there are a lot of guys in the background that are truly loyal to what's going on with Ash, and they will be part of this as well. But there's an awful lot more, bearing in mind there's 1.4 million odd founders and there's 3 million odd customers in total, including the founders, and the vast majority never did anything. So the fact that we're reducing those numbers, if you like, and weeding out the wheat from the chaff, you could say, that means that we all start from the same place. And that, again, I love that bit. So all of this opportunity is getting more and more exciting. Yes, it's moving across. Yes, there are reasons for that. And yes, I'm with those reasons. And I'm all for that. And I can't wait. So back to you, Comfort.
Yeah, brilliant. Thank you so much, Andy. I think I agree with you so much when you say you would like to be mentored, you're privileged to be mentored by somebody like Ash, because at least we have an idea what he has done and what he's capable of doing. This reminds me of what he said yesterday, that he has been to the top a few times. Yeah, but then his mission this time is take a few of us to the top. But then it's just whoever is happy to do it, wants to do it, and shows the interest. And of course, your journey to the top would be with Ash, and definitely a successful one. So let's hear from the people this time before we go back to our brother Oliver. Sister Ivy, welcome.
Is my mic is open? Yeah. Yeah. Thank you so much. So, good morning. And today is our first meeting under Victory with Ash. So the path forward is fresh, and the path forward is very straight. No assets, nothing is going to be carried over. Before the new company is revealed, everyone will pass through an invite-only bridge called Victory with Ash. So Victory with Ash is going to be a verified community. It's going to be a training hub with controlled communications. Did you hear that? Controlled communications. That is the reason why we go to the OES. Now, you'll be saying, why should we be verified? Is to make way for, to protect the community, is to prevent impersonation and to support compliance. That is the reason why we have that verification. So now what we're going to do is you're not going to speculate, you're going to prepare. Your preparations means you would go to the OES, you watch for the application and fill it accurately. And then you complete the KYC, which is the verification, and then you get your channel and subscription and descriptions ready for upcoming lives. You would be visiting like today is an information hub. This journey that we are taking is a learning hub, is an intelligent movement. So you can't do it without knowing. So every time we come around, we're bringing you something that you hold on to in 1, 2, 3 steps so that you can pass it on to another person safely. There's no complication. And it's so clear, it's so sweet, and the excitement. I've been so excited, I could not sleep. This morning I was up at 4 a.m. doing stuff, thinking of what I could do with where we're going. And there's going to be learning and training. You know what it does? It stops every hearsay or every assumption. This one, it's like you know what to do. You're being told what to do. And so we want everybody to stay informed. All these lives that we are having, they are for information. Information is sweet when it's coming from the right source. So we just want you to be glued to all the lives, be glued to learning, be glued to who you are, be glued to what you want to be excited, and know that victory with Ash, I love the word victory. Victory means you've already won. Can you imagine you start at the place of victory when you go to the running, you take a race and then they put you at the finish line. Can you imagine? The people come up, they can never catch up with you. So we're already at the finish line. And like Andy said, it's so nice to be with somebody you trust. You know, there's no way that I can turn back from Ash. He's so knowledgeable. He's such a leader. He's beyond charismatic. You know, somebody who knows what he's doing. And then what I like to is his excitement. When somebody is excited, when somebody who knows he knows is smiling, what do? You just pick up and follow and smile with him. So today I'm calling everybody to rise. He said, rise above the doubters, rise above the noise, and then restore trust, restore faith, restore the fire in your belly that says I can win again. And then refocus, not on yesterday's drama, but what is ahead, eyes forward. Let's get it. We're going to get it. And every time, make sure you come to these lives with pen and paper so that you write the seed. You take a note, a to-do note that today I'll do this one thing. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ivy. I'm just going to take over because Comfort's had to go out. She's going to come back in a minute. Thank you, Ivy. That was really a lot of information you're giving out there. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pass it over to Marcianne, and she wants to obviously, if we can get her to say a few words, and we'll go from there. Okay, Marcianne.
Yeah, thank you, Pira. Thank you, everyone. Welcome. Today is a Sunday, another great day. And I'm just going to thank Ivy and I think Collins and Vincent that speak before. It was just like, to be honest, I don't even know what to say. Yesterday was one of the best days. And there's one thing that I learned. I think Sister Ivy tried to talk about it first. But let me tell you, I learned one thing, the concept of the 3R. Mm-hmm. That was something that really got on me. We have to reset, we have to rise, and we have to refocus. we have to reset, we have to rise, and we have to refocus. And I believe that if we all take that three concept and put it in working place, by the next time when our CEO come to talk to us, we'll be very friendly in our mind and we'll get it more clear. But for us to get and to pass that bridge, and that bridge, that beautiful bridge that we all have to cross, the victory with Ash Bridge that we have to cross to go to the next land, to go to the next place where we are going. If you don't do these three things, I don't think that you will be able to cross. Because that's where we have to start. First, we have to be proactive. We have to go to our ecosystem that we have now, which is something that we're not going to take with us in the other side, but that's where the bridge starts. So we have to reset our mind and forget about everything that have ever happened before. We don't have to remember what happened yesterday. We have to feel like we are starting now. This is the beginning of our new journey. I am going to cross that bridge. What is it going to take for me to cross the bridge? I have to work hard to cross that bridge and be on the other side. And to do that, we have three things. We have to reset our mind. We have to rise above all the dot, and we have to refocus on our direction. So that's one thing that I got yesterday. And since yesterday, I have overwhelmed because I've tried to reset my mind already. And and my mind is already resetted. I am so happy because now I focus, I know where I'm going now. I have a direction. I'm going to cross the bridge. My bridge is the victory with Ash Bridge. That's where I'm going. I'm focusing on crossing that bridge now. And I hope all of us and everybody around, your priority now should be, I want to cross the bridge. Because if you don't, it means our great CEO, Mr. Ash Mufareh, will not be your mentor. Who doesn't want him to be his mentor in this world? Who doesn't want him to be in front of you in this world? I personally, I will do anything, everything for me, don't to leave that bridge without crossing. So it's up to you because I cannot change anybody's mind, but I'm able to change my own mind. And I'm starting from me. And after me, I will keep going and I will make sure that I have make my own duty to tell people this is the bridge that you have to cross to go to the promised land or to go wherever you think that you are going that is going to be good for you. Thank you, Peter, and thank you so much.
Thank you, Marcian. I'm glad you said about the three that he mentioned: reset, rise, and refocus. I forgot about that, but that was a big part of what he was obviously mentioning, and I'm glad that you brought that up. Thank you for doing that. So I'm going to go over to Gifty now, and obviously she's got a few things to say, and over to you, Gifty.
Wow. Thanks, Pete. Thanks, everybody. Yeah. Pound victory with Ash. Yes, indeed, because we have been through a lot. So I'm not surprised that Ash came out and said, we are bridging, but the new platform is victory with Ash because we are stood with Ash and now we have the victory with Ash because victory belongs to Jesus. Through ups and downs, we are finally bridging to our new phase. Yeah, as he said yesterday, we don't need to speculate. We don't need to hype. We don't need to go out and send information that is not from him. Because where we are, even you yourself, you don't know if you are qualified or not. So please don't go and mislead somebody. Don't go and turn Ash's words upside down. It's very, very important because where we are going to be educated and everything is going to go through the new platform Victory with Ash. We are going to learn, me and you, as we are sitting here, nobody knows what is inside there. So please, we shouldn't go out and speculate. Go in first, learn before you'll be able to teach somebody. Don't go ahead of Mr. Ash. That is very, very important. And also, our old face is not shut. He said he will give information about the old vehicle. So that place is not shutting down, but we are moving forward to the new platform, and that is victory with us. That is the bridge that is bridging us to our new phase. So we have to keep it in mind. We have won and we are still winning because victory belongs to Jesus, and victory with us is where we are going now. Stay focused and refocus your direction, that where we are going, you are going there with a new mindset and everything new, because we are moving to a new place. Thank you very much, Pete. Thank you.
Thank you, Gifty. I think you've just recovered the whole webinar and that few words that you've just come out with. Thank you. It's really, real good information you've given out there. I'm going to pass it back to Comfort now.
Peter, before Comfort take it, I just want to rectify something before we go, because we are on air and we want people. Victory with Ash is the bridge that we are crossing to go to the next business. It's not the name of the new business. So we want to clarify that. Thank you.
Okay. Before I pass it over to Comfort, I'll just I'll say a few words myself. Obviously everybody's given a lot of good information here. There's obviously people that's going to be watching this webinar tonight. If you haven't watched the actual webinar from last night with Ash Mufareh, I would suggest that you find the link. There's I think there was 20 YouTube channels that were streaming the webinar live. Everything we're covering today on this webinar is all in that webinar that was yesterday, and you obviously get the information. We're just sort of we're just sort of going over what Ash has said. I want to sort of talk about what some of the people already said about the old business and the new business. The old business is not going to go away. It's going to be there. The OES is going to be there, okay? Because there's still things that's still got to be sorted out in that OES. And we are obviously transitioning it over to the new business. And we're going to get a link. It's the only link we're going to have, which is going to be put in the OES to go to the new business. It's not the victory with Ash is not, as Marcian said, is not the name of the new business. The victory with Ash is the funnel going to the new platform, that where we have got to go in and obviously transfer to that new platform. There's going to be a lot of information in that platform. There's going to be education. Obviously, we're going to be educated, and there's going to be questions that we've got to answer. And once we've done that, we will have a link, and then we'll be able to, if we pass, because you've got to qualify. Ash has already said we've got to qualify. And if we pass, then we'll get the link, and then obviously you can share it out to obviously your groups. And like Andy was saying earlier on, I think it's a brilliant thing what Ash is doing. We've been involved in this business now for a long time. A lot of us have. I mean, I've actually been involved. Believe it or not, on Tuesday, it's my anniversary of 8 years. So I've seen a lot. Okay, and we've learned a lot from the old business. So we're moving now, obviously, to this. And I think what Ash is doing is a fantastic to weed out the people that they think, people. We all know there's people that's involved in this. They want money for nothing. They don't want to do anything. They don't want to learn. They can't even be bothered to go to the OES and obviously read the own uses. They're coming to ask people like yourself, other leaders, of what's going on. This has got to change. This is a business. You have got to treat it as a business. I've got my own conventional business. I don't just go and open the door and just sit there. and wait for people to come in. I have to work at my business. It's exactly the same thing with this. You've got to work at your business. And this transfer to this new platform, as I said, we've got to go through a tunnel. Okay, we've got to answer some questions. Okay, and Ash is obviously going to go through the question and make sure that we are getting the right people in the business. Okay, so, and again, what, you know, I know I've been asked many times today, oh, I've got multiple accounts. Forget it. It's the old business. This is a new business. Okay, I've got multiple accounts in the old business, but I'm going into this business. I'm only going to activate my own personal account, and I'm going to obviously look after myself first. Sounds a bit selfish. I want to put myself right. I want to learn what we need to learn, and then I can then go out and share what I've learned, then help other people. And this is what Ash wants. He wants people to learn, educate themselves within the business, then work the business and go out and help other people. So, you know, that's my 10 pennies worth. We're in an excited place. You know, there's lots more information that's obviously going to come out over in the next week or so. Hopefully we'll get the link to move across in the next week. He said Monday, Tuesday, or whatever it's going to be. Okay, so we all got to focus and keep your eyes on that OES, but don't forget, that is it for the OES. If you want to know about what's coming with Victory with Ash, we've got to be in with Victory with Ash. On passive is no more. That's it. We're moving, and it's time to realize that and understand, you know, what's coming and what's happening. So anyway, yeah, back to Comfort. I hope that I've covered a little bit there. Thank you very much.
Sure. Thanks so much, Pete. There was so much information being given here. So guys, whoever is watching us, I just want to suggest that there is no time for negative energy. Now spend every drop of energy you have to learn something. So if there's anything we're sharing here which you don't understand, I would rather drop a comment in the comment section, ask a question, ask for clarification. If we see a number of questions or even just one question, I'll put together a team for us to come out and make more clarifications. Because if you go negative and start saying stuff, it's not taking you anywhere. Unfortunately, the last thing I heard properly before I left was when Sister Ivy was saying we're moving into a verified platform, which is a training hub with controlled communication, you know, no speculations. So there's no time for speculation. And in Ash's words, I took down notes, Sister Ivy, he said, your acceptance into the new business will be based on your privately operated input. So your input is what will move you now from Victory with Ash into the promised land. There's no time for negativity. You can go criticizing, you can go fighting and doing what stuff. It doesn't take you there. Learn, learn, learn. That's the key word. So let's hear from our big sister, Sister Kidi. Welcome, sis. Thanks for visiting us again today.
You are muted. Open your mic, please.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much for having me today. I don't want to be a visitor anymore. After watching the webinar yesterday, the excitement is just over the roof for me. The information was a lot, but like our CEO has taken time to put out 2 very important surveys that helped him to determine that, yes, he still had us behind him. And yes, he's going to help us, or he now knows that he can qualify so many of us to get onto the Victory with Ash track, because I call it a track because it's a crossover. So the webinar was very, I would say, uplifting. Yes, we have to move away from the old. I mean, we have this adage that says, if it's not broken, don't fix it. yes, the old system was broken and it needs to be fixed. And that's why he has taken pains to bring us to where we are today, where there is a bridge that will be taking us from the old to the new. But the emphasis is on us being able to change our mentality, leave what has happened in the past, and just move forward, because holding yourself to the past is not helping progress. We need to, in the new business, loyalty is key, is what I took from there. Focus is important. Learning is paramount. I mean, learning from a pro like Mr. Ash, I don't understand why we will not propel into the big and bold, beautiful dream that he has for us. So that was my takeaway from the webinar, and I am ready to work. So that's all I have to give for now. Thank you.
So, thank you so much, sis. Thanks, and we're happy that you're here to stay. Let's do this together because I know we can. Right? Like you rightly say, Ash, what did Ash say? He said, we don't have to we don't have to agree on everything, but let's be united. What does he mean here? We need to be united in purpose. We don't have to agree in so many other things, but we have to be united in purpose. And being united in purpose means following his instructions, coming together with the same mindset, learning, sharing what we understand and how we understand and how to move on together. That is the way to go. So there's no time for well, if you can choose, though. It's a matter of choice. Choose where you want to be. Unfortunately, I'm looking at my notes all over. Ash insisted a lot on the fact that you have to be qualified to be able to cross over, right? So no need to keep on keeping on, guys. A word to a wise is enough. So let's hear from our sister Francine.
Thank you. It's really interesting to listen to everyone. And I am really happy because we kept on saying a lot were going on the background. I remember sometimes back, whenever we talk about our beautiful trip, we'd say a lot is being done. And when Ash Mufareh came yesterday to talk to us, I was just like, wow, how could he come with such a loaded information? I can imagine the time he has put on preparing all that in the background and present to us a product that is finished, that is in the building, but already we can use it, and asking us to rise, to reset our minds, to be focused in order to enter in that new phase of the trip. I don't know for you guys, but for me, it was like a door opening, an eye opening, where I realized that he kept on telling us, this is your business. We are all business owners. What have I put into this business to deserve the package Ash Mufareh developed on our eyes yesterday? And regardless of what he's bringing, he's still giving his hand, saying, okay, I'm coming to you, I'm adding a value on what I am bringing to you through that bridge. There is no obligation for that, but he has added a value on what he's bringing to us. And the way I kept on seeing our CEO since we are in this journey, this is somebody who does not make it small. He always make it very high, very big. for us to have the highest expectations we could. And I am just calling on all of us, reminding us that each one of us from now has to take very seriously his business ownership. Nobody will succeed for the others because we are given the same chance to cross the freedom bridge. We are all given the same tools, and we have to be very open-minded to come together and say, okay, I got it. I got the point. I have to learn. I have to upgrade myself. I have to be at the right level in order to be able to deliver. What are we looking for delivery? Let us not forget why we have taken Mr. Mufareh's vision. If we want to deliver, we cannot let him do everything and we sit back. We have to bring our part into that business in order to go outside and say, I am changing lives of others because I have at hands. I have gone through the process that helps me become a full entrepreneur, knowing what I am offering to others. So I was really, really excited because I got a promise for my own upgrade in terms of training, in terms of putting me at a level I can deliver as a business owner. I was really happy because I saw my CEO fully empowered at his very best to offer something new, to say, okay, I want to continue with you because you have shown me your confidence. You have given me your green light to do what I am doing through the survey we did. That's what the message Mr. Mufareh gave us, was that one. You have given me the green light. I acknowledge you guys, and this is what I'm bringing to you for us to go through the freedom bridge, to go through the funnel of victory with Ash Mufareh. So here we are. And my excitement is really, I don't have words to say, but I pull myself to be the best of myself each day and take advantage of what is offered to me today. So I invite all those who are listening to us, don't say I'm not good enough. Don't say I don't know. Don't say, this is none of your business. The most important is the decision we make now. I am deciding to become somebody within this company. I trust my CEO and I will do whatever he brings to me to succeed, because that is what we are doing here. I thank you, Comfort.
Powerful. Thank you. Thanks so much, sis. I think there's so much happening, right? One of the things I said was he said he is empowering us to maximize our success with him. Those in clear terms, it's easy to understand. And so he says we're going to shake up the internet and reshape the planet, right? He is going to give us, within a victory with Ash, he is going to give us the tools that will help us to enhance our interpersonal communication skills, marketing skills, and everything put together. Who does that for free? And how? If not somebody who's got humanity at heart. There's a reason why Ash is doing this, because he wants you first to succeed and take care of you first, so that you are ready and fully empowered, body and soul, to go out there and finally do the assignment. Fields are white, harvests are waiting. So Ash is here just trying to nurture some harvesters, because when it's time, we'll go out there, we'll roll our sleeves, and this job has to be done to uplift humanity. So when I was away, I'm not sure if my brother Oliver spoke. If he did not, I don't know who else has not spoken. Bro, Oliver, have you spoken? I'm not sure. Marie, Sister Marie Pendy, have you spoken? She's not
Mario
on
and
camera.
Oliver, they haven't.
Not yet.
Okay,
I
Sim,
think
it's your
she
turn
should
now.
go first. She should go first.
Bro,
Then
Oliver,
let
I'll
us
keep you.
take
Yes.
over.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's go. This is the first. Yeah.
Oh, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you are. How exciting this situation is. Mr. Ash coming and addressing all of us, giving all of us the opportunity to be in a company through victory with Ash. That is the bridge that is going to connect to a revolution, which we don't know. You have to qualify, giving everybody equal opportunity to be able to breach that, get through that bridge. There are many ways you can interpret this. In science, you say pathophysiology. You go through the path and you have to qualify in order to get to the next. So we are very, very excited to have that privilege to even be invited to go through those questionnaires. Hopefully, if you've been good to some supreme, whom I call God, and you've been honest with yourself, you will be qualified because he doesn't forget his children. So in the process of victory with Ash, you have to rise, you have to reset, and you have to refocus. You have to refocus. In every process, even during that interim or before you get to the bridge. What really captured my attention yesterday was when he was explaining this hashtag victory with eyes to a revolution. There was this section he talked about education, making sure that the right people move to the next step because they have the right mindset. He said something about education, giving everybody the tools and opportunity, the vocabulary to use in order to succeed to your highest potential. In the past, this has been contaminated by us. Some people hype, some people inflate, some people imagine, some imagination that this is how it's going to be. If we look at other companies that are in the business right now in the world, they have data, they have substances that they can qualify that, hey, we put in $2 and we made $1 billion because they have it, it's happening. But in the past, some of us have gone astray and qualify things that we don't have on hand. I'm not trying to say we're not, but until we get there, we don't have anything to explode or inflate or have people go in wonderland when we don't have. So I was very, very impressed that he was going to implement the vocabulary, the language, reset, refocus, rise continuously. So I was very, very excited over that situation. And it is going to control the situation so we can deal with reality. Exciting days are ahead. Let's rise, let's reset, and let's refocus, and we will be on the right path. Thank you so much. Over to you.
You're welcome, sis. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, earlier on, Ivy talked about no speculation. That came from Ash yesterday. And I think almost everybody has mentioned that in one way or the other. And exactly what he said was, what's coming is not what you expect. So we're trying to imagine and think and speculate. We're totally not in line. We have no clue what is coming. The only thing we know as of now that there is victory with Ash awaiting us anytime soon. Ash will put the link for us in the OES. So that's all we need to be looking at, and that's all we need to be working with while we wait for the real deal, while we wait to land in the promised land. Choice to go into the promised land is yours and mine, not Ash's. So I'm so scared. I feel like I'm leaving out a few people because I'm using my phone now. My laptop is not behaving well these days. So Brother Oliver, I'll let you speak, and then Sister Marcian will close the meeting for us. I'm not sure if I'm leaving out somebody, guys, help me. But then, Brother Oliver, I would like to hear from you now, please. Thank you.
Yeah, hi everybody. Happy Sunday. Wonderful webinar today. Wonderful recap. I want to thank all of you. In fact, you touch every part of what I said yesterday, and I'm fired up. I'm blown out. In fact, yesterday I was on top of the moon. I I don't want to say what we did. Collins and myself with Bob, we circle back and like blow off the whole place with analyzing things. And one thing that really caught my attention with Ash yesterday, everybody said it also, was the training. In any organization, you do training. The higher a newly hire in any corporation, you have 3 months to complete your training. But this is for corporation. But this is a new business that is coming. I captured my mind on that. This is the value that this company is going to provide to the loyal members. And I will plead to everybody to take that training seriously, because he said there's a gap between 6 to 90 days. Take that training. When you take that training, please, sky is not the limit, it's the beginning. Because you must know your business. If you don't know your business, how do you want to make the molars? He says something also. He has been successful. He has been a successful businessman in all levels. But one thing was lacking. Now he's able to carry along people with him. Not only carry along the loyal founders with him, to impact also humanity. These are the things that really touched me yesterday. When he was talking, and also he made a statement. This is a business. It is why he said this is a business. Code of conduct. That code of conduct. If you play around, he said he's proning. It doesn't mean that when you qualify and go to the business, the code of conduct is there waiting for you. You fool around, you'll be kicked out. The same thing when you walk, you mess around, you misbehave, you'll be fired. So this, as a loyal member, I just want to plead to each and every one of us, please take your training serious. Make sure you respect the rules of the company, because this is a real company. Ethical company and ethical people are getting in. So we should be cautious. We should be cautious about this. Come in with an open mind. I think one of my sisters here, they mentioned it, that come with an open mind to learn. It's a privilege, but you have to earn it. By earning it, you have to do something. By doing something, take the training. That one captured my mind. Take all the training. Forget about the past. Do not attach yourself with the past that is unpassive. Do not attach yourself there. Look forward. Now we are looking forward. Like he said, refocus and reset. Rise and reset and refocus. Because when you refocus, have a positive mindset. Surround yourself. All of us here will be talking to each other. When something is more than me, Collins, Vincent, Bob, Comfort, we talk. Marcien, we talk. I was happy today when I saw the link from my own brother here, Peter, I call Colin, hey, Colin, so what's going on? You see, this is the type of an emergency that we call to talk. You know, talking, we learn from each other. There's something that maybe I said yesterday we did not, but look at today. Everybody who got the full recap. All of us who got the full recap. You know, one other thing again that he said, that we have a new marketing tool. Tell me why you will not make it. We have everything in front of us. We have everything. Ash is going to provide everything to us to make it to be successful people, thicker in thicker business like this. So I want to say, Victory with Ash, that platform also, like Marcien said, is not the name of the new business. This is where we are, the communication, the training, the verification, you know, in a secure way. My sister also, Dr. Ivy mixed that in a secure environment with the code of conduct that is there also. That is that connection, is that bridge. So please take your training. When you get in there, take your training, increase your value by taking that training, respect the code of conduct, and the world will be a better place. We will get the internet, we will reshape the world, and we will impact humanity. Thank you, Sir Comfort.
Excellent. Thank you so much, bro. Powerful indeed. So, guys, whoever is watching us live, guys, for your information, we're streaming live on 2 YouTube channels right now, Andy Bergs and Collins Manor. So, which of the channels you're watching on, make sure you subscribe and click on that little bell there, because we want to be out here quite often now. In case there's any question, anything, just drop it in the comments of the YouTube channel you're watching in, or you're watching the recording later on other YouTube channels. Drop your questions, your concerns out there, and if we found out that there's need for us to come back, we'll always make sure that we come back and answer your questions and make as many clarifications and as we can afford to. Do us a favor. Let everybody, wherever you're sharing, whether on Facebook or wherever, do it hashtag Victory with Ash, because we want that to go viral. Everything you are sharing now on any social media platform, YouTube, wherever, make sure you say you put hashtag Victory with Ash. So on this note, my sister Marcienne is going to round up this meeting for us. Thank you, sis.
Yeah, thank you, Sister Comfort. Are you all ready to cross the bridge? Hashtag Victory with Ash. The old is gone and the new has come. And that new bridge is called hashtag Victory with Ash. For you to cross the bridge, like we all say, you have to reset, you have to rise, and you have to refocus. So, one thing is means, Brother Ash, he told us everything yesterday. It was open. It was on the air. We did not hide it to give the information to some specific people. It was open to the whole world to know. The bridge is out there. Please don't be the person that will stand on the leftover line on that other side. Don't be on the old way. Come to the new side, because the old is gone and the new has come, and the new bridge is called Victory with Ash. Are you ready to cross? Because I am, and I believe that you all that are listening right now, also you are, and you are going to let the other people that they have not known yet that we have a new bridge to cross and get where our destination is going to be with our CEO, and we believe he always brings good news to us. Thank you so much. We will see you again next Sunday at the same time, and we have our brother Red that have live today. Other people that have live, Sister Comfort will go live, I think tomorrow. She will go live in Pidgin, in English. I am going to go live in French with Voyager avec nous. I know our people are hard to hear about the information. So tomorrow, we are going to be live also. And so many other people, this is the time you have to focus. You have to focus on information. Please, cross that bridge, because I am ready. Thank you, guys, and Let's see you next Sunday.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, sis. This has been a very powerful and productive session today. I really thank you all guys for the contributions you made. And let's keep the fire burning. The week ahead is going to be busy. Like my sister Maxine says, if you see me drop a 5-minute video in Pidgin, you will definitely see that video, the French version of it, on Voyager avec nous, because we want to make sure we leave no stone unturned. I know I have a family, especially in Nigeria, they normally call me from time to time to say, we only get updates when you drop something in Pidgin. So sisters, they come when I wait for me. This week, I'm going to do as many as needed. If you think for the Pidgin speaking community, if there's any particular point you think you want us to put it into Pidgin, do not hesitate to reach out. Talk to Collins or any of us here. They will get back to me and I'll get it done in Pidgin, because we're just trying as much as we can to keep everybody informed. Thank you guys and have a wonderful week ahead. Thank you. Bye.